The attorney who was representing over 100 new Diddy victims and counting just gave the most savage press conference. Tony Buzbee, who heads up the Buzbee law firm, spoke about how, I know you guys are here for me to name names and other defendants. I'm not going to do that, but just know that the names will shock you. Not just bystanders and participants either. Corporate entities, banks, pharmaceutical companies, hotels, any venue that looked the other way and pretended this wasn't happening. Yeah. They are representing victims that span a 20 to 30-year period. One of the victims, a 9-year-old boy, went to the Bad Boy Records studio in New York to audition and ended up being assaulted. 9 years old. Interesting, too. 55% of the victims actually filed reports or went to the hospital. So there are medical records. Some even talked to the FBI. In almost every single case, drugs were found in their systems, and not what we were thinking like GHB, the ones we've heard of. One of them was called xylazine or trank, which is a horse tranquilizer. And a lot of these parties, drinking the drink was the price of admission. So in order to get in, you drink the drink. It's got the horse tranquilizer in it, and you get assaulted. But yeah, this Tony Buzbee man is going to be leading these victims to victory. Also, this is not a class action lawsuit. He wanted to make that very clear. Every victim or survivor, will have their own case against the defendants who participated in their specific assault. And that's going to take a long damn time. They're at 120 now, I believe, but that number is going up because they have a hotline people can call, and they were fielding thousands and whittled it down to 120. But more people keep calling in, and they are encouraging people to continue to call in. I will put the phone number on the screen and also in the description. So if anybody wants to call, you can. The fact that they're adding in corporate entities, banks, pharmaceutical companies, hotels. There's that one hotel, the Intercontinental Hotel. That's where the assault of Cassie took place. And in her filing against Diddy, she said that him or his team, whatever, paid off the hotel to get rid of that security footage. So that's on them too. Like, you just knew that happened and just left it alone. Didn't bother. It's not great. And these hotels were getting booked. The whole floor was getting booked for some of these hotel parties. So I am very fucking curious what hotels are going to be on that list. Also in the news, I'm sure you guys saw, but Brandi Glanville's lawyers dropped their case against Bravo. And Brandi posted, her tweet was, "You can't write this," which I don't even know what that means. She says specifically, you cannot write this shit. And then in parentheses, I guess I'm doing that now. I don't know what the hell that means. She says, after a year of telling me how rich I was about to be and how strong my case against Bravo is, my lawyers, in quotes, have decided I now don't have a case and cut ties with me. Paid off, maybe? Allegedly. I just don't think that lawyers would take that sort of a payout. Like, oh, yeah, give me money so we go away. Like, is that a thing? Isn't that just called settling? But I guess then they would have had to pay Brandi. Just like that logic seemed very backwards to me. Because in my head, I'm thinking Brandi oversold her case against Bravo. Like, I got all these receipts and whatever, probably even didn't say maybe some damning evidence that could be used against her, like didn't mention that. And so when the lawyers started pursuing it and were trying their best to see what case they could build and whatever, eventually they realized, like, I don't really think we have much of a case here, Brandi, and dropped it. But some people were saying that it sounds like the lawyers maybe were like scheming her, trying to just get her money. So like racking up legal fees with the intention of never going to court over it. But I think that seems a little bit odd. Like, what a long con, especially with these lawyers that want to represent housewives and they don't want to be like known for that. I don't know. Maybe that's a possibility, and maybe some of you agree that the lawyers worked her over. But to me, it seems like she oversold her case because we saw it in the receipts she was trying to put out. Yes, it's inappropriate that Andy Cohen was ever like drunk, FaceTiming an employee, technically, with another employee. I'm talking about the video of Kate Chastain and Andy Cohen FaceTiming Brandi. Originally, the way that headline read was Andy Cohen says he wants to fuck a Bravo celebrity and have Brandi watch or something. So all of us were like, well, Andy's gay. Oh my God. Like what guys did he want to do that with? Only to find out it was Kate, and it was Kate and Andy FaceTiming Brandi drunk, clearly like kidding. Like they weren't forcing Brandi to do anything. So it's just like, that's not what she tried to say, but it's inappropriate. Yes. And I'm sure Andy Cohen has buttoned the fuck up after all these lawsuits have come out, because yes, they've been blurring lines for years because it's a reality show, and Andy has to have a very different employer-employee relationship with them because he needs to extract things from them and get them to like talk about problems and stuff that you can't do if you're just in like an HR buttoned up type of situation. But I'm sure now it's going to be very different. And so her receipts probably were not receipting as hard. And my theory is that they had something, like Bravo had something on Brandi that would have made it like really impossible. I don't know if it's like they're going, we've been sitting on this Brandi stuff forever. We will release it if you guys really want to go through with this lawsuit. It just doesn't track to me that these lawyers did all this work only to like take a secret bribe from NBC and Bravo. But so yeah, what do you guys think about that? Also, we got Mary Cosby from Salt Lake City suing the church financial people that they had. So Mary and her husband are suing Annie Johnson, Sean Turner, and the business firm United Security Financial, claiming that they've basically siphoned millions of dollars from the church by putting things in their name or selling it to someone else and other various things. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on that. I'm sure Mary won't be talking about it since it's a lawsuit that's active. But that's interesting, especially since the whole Mary and the church and all that's been debated or questioned or something. So we'll keep our eyes on that. But okay, that is it for my little updates, my news. If you are new here, hello. I'm Emily. I cover TV and entertainment news and share opinions no one asked for. So please subscribe, follow, like, comment for more, and I'll see you next time.